Hello everyone, MBZ here, bringing you some Pokemon Showdown. Today's been a pretty shitty day for just getting battles in general. I think I tried some Wi-Fi earlier and it was all out of luck, and then I'm just trying to do some POOU stuff, and I just could get no good battles. I was getting hacked most of the time. If not getting hacked, then, well, I was just being terrible at the game, which is generally what I am these days, because I don't follow it enough to know what the hell goes on. But I decided I'm just going to throw myself in the deep end. I'm going to go to Smogon, grab a random RMT on an NU team, and this guy had this NU team which was like rain based, so I thought, hey, I might try that, see how it goes. And so I found a battle on the place, and here it is. So I guess we'll just get into it. So 3, 2, 1, and let's play. So I'm leading off with Skuntank, which is with Taunt and 3 stab moves. So there's Crunch, Sucker Punch, and the other one, Pursuit. That's the one. He leads off with Altaria. And I thought he was going to try to go for some status move like a Will-O-Wisp or... Will-O-Wisp? Does Altaria even get Will-O-Wisp? Maybe Thunder Wave. I'm not sure. Toxic probably is the most likely thing, but why would he go for that on a Skuntank? Good point. But I Taunt anyway, just because I thought he may do something similar to that, whatever it may be. And he actually sends in Garbodor being afraid of my Skuntank, so that works out okay because I can switch into Seismitoad, take the Drain Punch well, and then dodge a Gunk Shot as I set up Stealth Rocks on his end. So things looking alright. I mean, I've taken a little bit of damage with Seismitoad, but otherwise I have Stealth Rocks on the side of the field, and he doesn't have a spinner. Actually, he has Almaldo. Having said that, he does have a spinner because I don't recognize any of these NU Pokemon and what the hell they do. Apparently, Almaldo can spin, so there you go. Fact of the day. You probably already knew that, but I don't know. I don't pay attention to NU. And, well, he switches this thing in now. Unfortunately, I missed my Hydro Pump, having set up the rain very nicely for myself, and this is actually a Swift Swim Seismitoad as opposed to a Water Absorb one. I think Water Absorb is his alternate ability. But it's a Swift Swim one, and kind of just not working out for me because I'm missing Hydro Pump here, there, and everywhere. He ends up switching to Leafeon to take the predicted Hydro Pump, but I end up Stealth Rocking on the switch because he did spin them away on that turn when I missed Hydro Pump. And now I don't really want to deal with Leafeon because it could Leaf Blade me. I think it can Giga Drain, some stuff like that, and Seismitoad certainly doesn't want to take any of that. So I'm going to go to Weezing, and I end up getting Yawned on the switch. Certainly not something I want to be staying in for because I don't want to fall asleep. So I'm going to switch Weezing out, go into my No, Sawsbuck. I go to Sawsbuck because it's this time of season, apparently, because, you know, the spring is here and Sawsbuck's antlers are all pink and dashing or whatever the hell. Is Sawsbuck actually affected on PO depending on the time of year or on Showdown? That'd be interesting. I'm not actually sure if that's the case, but whatever. So, end up going for the Horn Leech as he switches in to Armaldo, and it does hardly anything. This thing is clearly defensive. Once again, he spins away my Stealth Rock, so I'm just going to go straight back to Seismitoad. I don't feel like I have anything to fear from Armaldo, so I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rocks again if I get the opportunity to. Also, my rain is running out. I've only got 2 turns left, so probably have to get that up once more. But he's going to switch into Leafeon. I try and Hydro Pump here, I think, and yes, I do. I actually smash him and do a huge amount, 58% of damage to a Leafeon in the rain with Hydro Pump. So I guess Leafeon's more physically defensive, so it makes more sense on that end, but geez, that's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the rain is down, so I'm not faster than him anymore, and even though the Yawn is kind of what he's been going for, I thought he might just want to go for a Leaf Blade or Giga Drain, so I thought if I go to Sawsbuck, I'd be able to resist that, and actually, I have Sap Sipper on Sawsbuck, so I would have just gained an attack boost, but it doesn't happen because he yawns me, and now I'm going to go back to Skuntank and be like, alright, I'm just going to start crunching things at this point, because we need to just plow through this team somehow. We've just been pissing around, switching all the goddamn time, so he actually ends up Altaria versus Skuntank, same as the original first turn matchup, and he this time decides he's going to stay in and go for the Draco Meteor, which does a huge amount of damage, leaves me at 20%, but a crunch is going to take him down to 30. Lots of potential for me to kill him with Sucker Punch because he does have the defense drop as well, but he sees that coming. Obviously, he knows NU and knows that Skuntank carries Sucker Punch. Pretty obvious thing to do, so he switches to Garbodor. Garbodor ends up staying in and spiking. I didn't actually fear anything from the Garbodor. I thought, if anything, he was just going to kill me off, and maybe I would be faster than him with Skuntank. So I stayed in and went for the crunch just on the off chance, and hey, what do you know? I actually managed to kill him with a crit. So that works out into my favor. You know, crits haven't been coming my way these days, but I'm going to embrace them. Like Joey says, embrace the hacks. You've got to do that. So now we're going to Scarf Sawsbuck again, and I'm going to go for the Mega Horn on Kadabra. Unfortunately, he's running a Sash Kadabra, And similar to Alakazam functioning, Kadabra just basically does the same thing. It uses Sash in the middle of a game, even if Stealth Rocks are up, because of Magic Guard. It means it cannot lose its Sash ever until the point at which it gets hit. And that's what happens. So I lose my Swords back, unfortunately, so that's my Scarfer down. But I do have Licky Licky here, who I'm going to send in and go for the Wish. I know that his Misdreavus was going to come in, because Licky Licky can't really do much to that. I actually only have Body Slam as an offensive move, so pretty much shit out of luck to try and take Misdreavus down. I, however, decided I'm going to go back to Seismitoad, because even if he wants to Shadow Ball me, I know I can live one, just because I'm naturally bulky as a Seismitoad. And he ends up going for the Will-O-Wisp, which is perfectly okay, because this isn't a physically offensive Seismitoad, it's specially offensive. So I don't worry about the burn at all. So now I get the Wish, I'm back up to basically full, apart from the burn taking me down a little bit, and I set up a Rain Dance. So should be able to fire off some Hydro Pumps here, get some good damage off from the Misdreavus, if not anything else, because he could switch into anything at this point. A lot of his team is weakened. And what do you know? The Nick curse strikes again. I miss Hydro Pump, and he got 2 special defense drops with those Shadow Balls. He got both of them, which is just unheard of. I mean, not really, because it's hacks, and that happens all the goddamn time. But come on, man. Cut me some slack. I don't even hit a Hydro Pump. So, I'm down to 3 guys, so it's 3 to 5. I'm looking in the shitter right now. He goes for Destiny Bond with his Misdreavus. I'm like, okay, well, Pelipper maybe is going to not kill it with the Hydro Pump, but I don't. I actually do not that much with the Hydro Pump. Even with the Rain Boost behind me, I guess the Pelipper's slightly weak. But you know Pelipper, I use him a lot in my own battles, and he does pretty well for me, so he's a good guy, Pelipper. I'm pleased with what he does. Now, I know at this point Misdreavus, after 2 Hydro Pumps, is going to want to go for the Destiny Bond again so that it can take me down, but instead of going for Hydro Pump, I decided this turn to go for Hurricane, knowing that without a Rain Boost, it's probably not going to kill the Misdreavus. It doesn't, leaves it at 3% of HP, and it's now confused, which works into my favor, because if he hits himself with Confusion, then, hey buddy, I'm not going down with that Destiny Bond, which actually doesn't happen on the first turn. He tries to Destiny Bond me again, but I roost there because I'm knowing that I don't want to try and kill him, because otherwise I'll die. And then on that turn, he actually ends up hitting himself with Confusion. I probably should have been safe and roosted again. I just went for Hurricane, but I got the luck into my favor because he did kill himself with that move. And now he has Armaldo, which he's going to bring in. It's actually going to die to a Hydro Pump because I end up being faster with Pelipper. And the rest of his guys are really low HP. Leafeon is like 40%. Kadabra has 1 HP left, and Altaria is about 20% or 30%. So things are looking up for me. Unfortunately, I don't have Rain up, so I could miss a Hurricane here, and that would certainly put me in a little bit of a bad situation, because his Leafeon would be able to maybe put me to sleep with Yawn and then go out and do a different move or something. I don't know. He actually yawns and I hit the Hurricane. This point though, I'm going to try with Altaria to try and take it down with another Hurricane. I think I missed this one though. But he doesn't actually let me fall asleep, because he decides it's better to Toxic me. That, or he predicted me to switch to Licky Licky, thinking that I wouldn't want to stay in with Pelipper and fall asleep, and we end up with him Toxicking me, of me avoiding the Yawn because he Toxiced me, and yeah, basically all that stuff happening. So now, Altaria has been smited. After it rests, I go for a Hurricane again, end up critting it and killing it, and all he has left is his Kadabra, which I will be able to finish off relatively easy with my Licky Licky if I go into it in Body Slam, but it doesn't come to that because he just ends up going for the Psychic, not killing Pelipper, and a Hydro Pump shall finish Kadabra off. So that was the game. It was, I don't know, it was fine. It wasn't anything particularly special, but I don't know, I had fun with it. It was okay. So that's what you get for today, guys. Some Showdown, post-narrated stuff, and that's what we've got going on. I'll try and do some other stuff at some point in the future, because I've bad situation. I'm very close to getting my computer sorted with a new computer, so as soon as that happens, things should be kicking into gear again, but just bear with me while I just give you this kind of content right now, because yeah, that's what I have, and that's all I'm going to go with. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave a like if you enjoyed. That particularly helps. And yeah, follow me on Twitter also. I was going to say that on a previous video. I'm really close to 1,500 followers. I'm like agonizingly close. I need like 20 more people. So if 20 people follow me, that would be super great. So I could get 1,500 and be like, yay, insignificant landmarks. I like insignificant landmarks. They're great. Anyway, bye.